Hey, this is Cohmervac, and in this video we're going to be discussing the new hero that was announced for Overwatch. No, it's not the Green Samurai, and if you remember from the Elohim stream, it was kind of alluded that the Green Samurai hasn't really been started outside of concept, at least at that point he wasn't, but pretty much confirmed that he will be in the game at some point. So moving on from that, here on the Overwatch Twitter, you can see that there's a link here. It's kind of talking about the new hero, and this is very interesting. So, just on the kind of StarCraft World Series page here, D.Va is her name, and she is a StarCraft player in the WCS Korean Codes League races. Random country is South Korea. So I guess in the Overwatch universe, StarCraft is pretty big, which I think is a really neat thing. It's definitely a cool way to kind of tie the universes together. But here it says the bio, at age 16, D.Va became the #1 ranked player in the world and proceeded to go undefeated for the next 3 years in all competitions. D.Va is an international star beloved by her fans at home and abroad and has toured in exhibitions around the world. Recently, she has taken a step back from competition to focus on her commitment to protect the safety of her homeland from North Korea, I guess. So this character has actually been hinted at in the past via Easter eggs on some of the maps. You can see her in the poster there, not exactly sure what she's doing or what that poster is supposed to be showing. But yeah, it's definitely her, D.Va, in there, you can see her name. And apparently she plays some sort of role in the Overwatch universe, and I'm not exactly sure how she relates to the Overwatch kind of, group itself, or if she's kind of more like Roadhog and Junkrat that aren't technically affiliated with Overwatch, so to speak. Not exactly sure what her abilities could be, and I'm not exactly sure how, if at all, she interacts with the other heroes in her story. That'll be very interesting to see how they tie that all together, if they even bother to at all. I think it kind of feels out of place right now, to be honest, but hopefully they'll, kind of clear that up when they get more information posted on the website. Now, being a top-tier StarCraft player for like 3 years straight, winning kind of everything, that's gotta mean she's pretty smart, strategically at least, and has very good reflexes, so maybe at some point, like, the South Korean government recruited her to control drones or something like that to fight the Omni-Crisis type stuff. Maybe she was like a military advisor because of her strategical mindset and abilities. So we're not exactly sure, but this is definitely something to do with her mental abilities. Now, some speculation I've heard and actually really agree with is that perhaps she'll have the ability in-game to control units or something like that and spawn them and control them in sort of a real-time strategy fashion, which would definitely be a really cool ability, really awesome aspect to add into Overwatch. And this, I think, makes a lot of sense because, one, that's a really unique thing to do, and it's definitely the kind of creativity you could expect from Blizzard, and two, her character itself doesn't really seem like the kind of character that would go out and fight with the rest of the heroes because, well, really it doesn't fit her. She has what looks to be a smaller build and doesn't seem to have any sort of militaristic training that we've heard of. She isn't carrying any weapons that we've seen. Going further, the bio that we've heard so far really doesn't suggest anything as far as combat itself goes. More so, she's a strategic thinker and is probably very smart. And she's a public figure that people trust and support. So right now I think she could definitely have the ability to control things on the map, be it drones or certain types of units or whatever, and then have probably also recon abilities to observe what's going on so that, you the player can make educated decisions as far as what you do with your abilities to help push objectives and help the rest of your team. To be honest, when I first read this, the first thing that came to my mind was she's like, I don't know, maybe on some sort of jetpack powered computer desk and chair typing things that somehow affect the map. It's just a funny thought I thought I might share, but yeah, definitely they were going to put a Korean in the game at some point, so this is their Korean character. Also, you'll notice the gameplay in the background. I actually ripped it off of YouTube. It's from, I believe, IGN's channel. I just ripped off some of their Overwatch gameplay because I don't actually have beta yet. Will be pretty soon, though. There was some sort of confusion as far as getting the MVPs on the list for friends and family like we usually are on, so I usually do get first wave stuff as far as beta goes. but this time that wasn't the case for whatever reason. So whenever they have like the next kind of big wave that they announce, that's actually for the most part the average player that gets in and not kind of public relations and streamer type stuff, I will be in that wave, and at that point I will definitely be making a lot of content for you guys. Sorry that it's been kind of spurring as of late, but you know, what can I do? I don't really have Overwatch beta yet. Though there are things in the game that I can definitely make videos like this about. So, thanks for watching. My name is Cohmervac. You know how to support me, and with that, I'll be signing off.